Join me on a tour of Valley Forge National Park, the place where George Washington and the Continental Army took refuge during the winter of 1777 to 1778. We will skip over stop number 1, as it is the visiting center, and focus on the other 8 points of interest. Starting at stop number 2, we have the Muhlenberg's Brigade. It is the site of the encampment of the Virginia troops that were led by Brigadier General Peter Muhlenberg. There are 9 reconstructed log huts that would have been used by the soldiers, as well as a reconstructed redoubt nearby. Redoubt 2 is a reconstruction of one of the 5 defenses built by the soldiers to protect the camp, as well as provide a vantage point of terrain between Valley Forge and Philadelphia. Our next stop is the National Memorial Arch. Constructed in the early 20th century, it is the location where the soldiers marched into the Valley Forge. Originally there were plans for 2 arches, the Washington Arch and von Steuben Arch, but a bill for only 1 arch was approved. Designed by Paul Cray, it is a simplified version of the Arch of Titus in Rome. Our 4th stop takes us to the Wayne statue. Bronze statue supported by a pink granite base featuring Brigadier General Anthony Wayne on a horseback. He was honored for his victory at the Battle of Stony Point in 1779. Outside of his military role, he was also the chairman of the Chester County Committee and a member of the Pennsylvania Convention that ratified the U.S. Constitution. As we get to stop number 5, Washington's headquarters, we're greeted by the Valley Forge train station. Originally designed to welcome visitors arriving to Valley Forge State Park, it was constructed in 1911. While it no longer receives train passengers, it serves as an exhibit space for the Park Service. Not far from the train station, we finally come across the Washington headquarters. Washington's headquarters, originally Isaac Potts' house, was constructed by the Potts family around 1773. It was used by George Washington and his family, which included both his aides as well as his slaves. They all lived and worked in this house. Not far from the headquarters building, there are reconstructed guard huts that were used by General George Washington's guard. Following a long winding road, we get to the next stop, which is Redoubt 3. Lacking a sign indicating the stop, it can be missed pretty easily. This is a site of a partially constructed earth fortification built by the troops to help defend the camp. Not far from Redoubt 3, we have our 7th stop, Artillery Park. It was the location used to keep cannons at the ready in case of a British attack. These cannons would be mounted on steel carriages and taken to where they were needed. Nicknamed 3-pounders, these cannons are capable of firing up to 3-pound cannonball. At stop number 8, we have the von Steuben statue. Here we can find a bronze statue of Inspector General Friedrich Wilhelm von Steuben, known as Baron von Steuben. The statue is overlooking the Grand Parade at the Valley Forge. Originally located near the Anthony Wayne statue, it was moved to its current location in 1979. Our final destination is the Washington Memorial Chapel. It sits on a private land and is not managed by the National Park Service. Constructed between 1903 and 1917, it features Gothic Revival style. The bell in the tower is a replica of the Liberty Bell. There is also a wall of honor for all of the veterans of the U.S. Armed Services. This chapel is actively used and is the home to the Episcopalian parish. If you happen to be in eastern Pennsylvania, I highly recommend visiting the Valley Forge National Park. Thank you for watching.